I'm just gonna let you tuck yourself out. Keep going, pal. Keep going.
I'm already tired, but I'm angry.
Because you're back. You're back in the real world after sniffing daisies for 6 weeks or whatever the fuck you did. We'll get to it. I don't have to care yet. Look, scroll down.
Okay, right.
Look,
taking my hoodie off.
Look.
Taking my hoodie off.
Cole has to pretend to care to come across as likable in the podcast. All right, we're not there yet.
Look at that Rocket League t-shirt.
Nice. I'm wearing an orange t-shirt. Thoughts?
Ugh.
You're a rude little gremlin,
It's
aren't
because
you?
your jumpers are all so loose around the neck. It's disgusting.
Sorry
quite
that I'm
frankly.
getting into shape and
Why
losing
are
weight.
they so loose?
Well,
no, fuck off. Are you saying that's
Well,
because
no, sorry,
you've not lost 13 stone.
Sorry
You
that
weren't this big hulking mass that had a big fat neck with a big fat throat.
I'm really sorry that I'm trying to progress myself and make myself better, and that angers you and sort of maybe emasculates you, makes you scared. And you're
Your
that mate
jumpers
that's like,
are all loose and old. When did you buy the jumper?
oh Christ, fuck knows. The fun thing is, I don't know if I bought it or if my mum bought it or if it was from a charity shop. It was from the Naya. No one knows, mate, with my clothing. It just is.
Why is the neck so loose?
I don't know.
It's so. It's showing
Because it's
completely different. Why are you wearing that colour? What's going on?
Sorry that I didn't really think it through like it was a fashion show. I didn't think anyone would fucking care. And frankly, I don't think anyone does.
I can tell that you didn't think anyone would care.
Bitch, aren't you?
Right.
You are a bitch. How could he think this? What possibly could I have done?
Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Yes, you
Have
came.
I ever done that?
You've won some real shockers. I've not had a go because it's RLCS and we're all having fun.
Really?
You've won a couple of loose jumpers and a couple of loose tees that have made me want to break my own neck.
Why? What's so bad about it? It's just clothing.
No, Cole. I'm not doing well today. I'm wearing a Rocket League t-shirt. I'm not inspired.
Sure.
I've not had much.
Yeah.
But fuck me, your jumper is sad, isn't it?
It's fine. It wasn't
fine.
even look before it was like that. It's all right. It's loose. It's baggy. That's okay.
You know it's bad. You know
I don't
that's
think it
so
is that bad.
bad.
I think it's bad with this t-shirt. If I was to sort of design myself an outfit, I probably wouldn't like put this. But this is just its look. This is just its look. It's not like it's not like the hole was tiny and has slowly grown over time. It's just its design.
It's clearly loose. It's clearly got loosened.
I don't think that's true. I think it's just a bit baggy. I think it's just a baggy
well, you
thing.
should never have bought it then.
I didn't. I probably didn't. My mum probably did.
Okay, your shit mum never should have bought you that shit jumper
Well, I'll
from
let her know.
Pep & Co.
Well, she probably got it free, actually. Probably came in a big plastic bag. When she dived, she go, oh, you can wear this, can't you?
Cool.
What?
Can I make a request?
Yes.
Can you take that jumper off?
No! You know I can't. You know that I can't after this, Stumpy. But we both know that I can't take it off now, don't we?
That t-shirt, I like the colour. For the record, I really do like that colour. It's like a burnt sienna. It's nice.
It's sort of more orange in real life.
Okay, it looks
tacky
a bit
orange.
darker.
No, I'm joking. I thought you'd be annoyed that it's bright orange rather than burnt sienna.
Is it actually bright orange?
No.
Okay,
I was making a funny Christmas joke, Jeremy.
Good.
Mark.
Chat. One in chat if you want Cole to take his jumper off
Don't
and just
Johnny
go with
Boy
that
it,
t-shirt.
because Johnny Boy's got 1,000 viewers, where it's actually
One in
impactful
chat.
to do a one in chat.
One in chat, please.
Whereas-
if you want to see Cole take that jumper off, there we go.
We both know I can't, so just move on because I
both know you
can't.
should.
I know,
We
but there
both know
comes
you
a
should.
point where you just can't. If you go out in shoes and everyone says you just can't. Do you know what I mean? At some point, you just can't. I'm at that point.
No. I think for the good of our brand, far be it from me to be talking about our brand.
Yeah,
but
right.
for the good of our brand.
I think with that, I'm gonna, mate. If you want to
Take that
fucking,
jumper off.
if you want to start styling me, then you know.
I want you to dress yourself like an adult.
I
and
do
not
dress
wear
like
a
an
loose
adult.
jumper meant for a 30-stone man.
It's not meant for 30. It's not just because why does the rest of it fit me? It's fine.
That's what I mean. So the hole wasn't originally loose. It has become loose because it's about 30 years old, that jumper.
It's a nice jumper. It's a nice blue. Can we move on?
Sure,
Rocket League.
it's a nice blue, I agree. My only issue with that jumper is the chasm that your head is allowed to poke out of in it. It's so big. It's so loose.
If
It's
you
awful.
agree to another TRLCS, I'll take the jumper off.
That's not worth that much, is it? Realistically.
The Bean has put it forward, mate. That's the offer. Otherwise, let's talk about Rocket League and move on with our shit lives.
I hope you know this was the intro.
Cole has an aircon now. No, stop putting in your stupid barbadels. I make a job.
So, time for the second part of the Poddy C. First part was jumper talk. That wasn't in the... Oh, hang on. Wait, it's before aircon talk.
There you go, nice.
Jumper talk. There we go. I can change history. Cole, you've got an aircon now.
Yeah, just bought one. It's pretty cool.
Sick. All right, strike that bad boy off. There we go. All right, RLCS NA. Easy peasy. Rocket League happened this weekend.
It did.
Would you agree, Cole? It was probably the most interesting and exciting weekend of Rocket League that we have had for a long time. Very, very close to all this Hogan mode stuff in Europe.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think that I want to link the Hogan mode stuff in Europe to what happened in North America, because as a pairing, those two events were the best regionals we've potentially ever had. And I respect people who say they don't watch regionals, they only watch majors. That's fine, because I liken it to the way I watch Formula One. I don't sit and watch the qualifiers. I'll maybe check out the highlights that are like 7 minutes of the qualifiers before watching a race, but I don't feel like I need to sort of see the training, read the news, but then the race is still exciting. I think that just watching the Rocket League majors is similar. But every now and then, you miss out on pure magic from missing out on these regionals.
Because Jesus Christ. So this weekend, we had the OpTic reverse sweep on phase to kick that bad boy off. And Jesus Christ, I was watching, this is again linking into the Johnny Boy watch party. I tweeted about it. I said in our private chat multiple times.
You did.
Johnny, this is so good. I fucking loved it. It was so fun.
Made me look a right twat, because I was watching the main broadcast. So, everyone was going, oh, Johnny, this is amazing. I was like, yeah.
Oh wait, did you go and watch the main? Did you?
I was on the main. No, I was on the main broadcast the whole time. I'm a main broadcast. Mandy, me.
No, Johnny's so good.
Was it popping?
Added so much.
It's like I've gone to the official after party instead of like the version 1-1, and everyone's gone, oh, Cole, come to the version 1-1. There's free hookers, and I'm like, I'm the official one.
Probably not
great.
Free. Let's just put that to bed, much like the hookers.
Okay.
There are no free hookers at those after parties.
Put that to bed.
Yeah. Johnny's watch party was so funny. He had Rise on the entire time, and Rise they were bickering very frequently. And it was very funny.
Who, Johnny and Rise?
Yeah, Johnny and Rise having like little bickers and like arguing. It was hilarious. And then when Gen G ended up losing to G2, that was a very fun part, of that little watch party, because they were saying, okay, we need to get Jack on here now, because then everyone was saying we need to see Jack talk through when OpTic are playing, because now OpTic need to make the run against FaZe, right? Because that was a series afterwards. FaZe go 3-0 up. Jack is straight up just like, I can't believe this. This is unbelievable.
Fair play to Jack, can I just say? Because if I've just lost to G2, the last thing I want to do is be anywhere near a watch party. Because you can just imagine, you're in that sort of mindset, oh, I hate everything, I've lost it, I've wasted this opportunity. You don't want to see you don't want to see Johnny's Twitch chat taking a piss. Rise there going, oh, how come you didn't qualify?
Very quick. I've just seen on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got a black bar. Can you move the background over?
Oh, good catch.
Fill that bad boy out. Nice, I do.
Phil.
Lovely.
Film a bad boy.
Yeah, so I ended up seeing Jack talking through that series. And bear in mind, this whole time, Rise is still taking the piss. Like, literally, like, saying to Jack is like, oh, FaZe are really good, Jack. Oh, FaZe's going to win, mate. OpTic, they can't do this. This is the last one. And then OpTic win one game. And then they win another one. And then Rise hilariously suggests, I can't remember what exactly he said, but he said, right, lads, let's try a new thing. Let's try the silent game. And I'm like, wait, sorry, what's the silent game? And Rise is all right. If we all manifest that we want OpTic to win this, they're going to score the first goal. And they sit there quietly, and you hear them all going, like, when OpTic take a shot, you hear them going, and like straining. And then as soon as FaZe score one goal, they all go, Rise, what the fuck are you doing? Why did we do that? Why did we trust you? And yeah, obviously OpTic, they got that reverse sweep done. That was so hype. I cannot believe that they got, was it the 19th best 7 reverse sweep in the RLCS?
Yeah, something like that ever, and the 4th ever in North America. in a best of 7.
wasn't
Was
it?
it third ever in North America?
I think it was the third, and Stacks had casted all of them.
Yeah, Stacks just seems to be a magnet for these things, which is quite impressive. And what a better representative of North American reverse sweeps than Stacks, I guess. You know, he's got his little pork pie hat on. He looks the part.
He likes baseball.
He does like baseball. He likes his stats as well, and his name sounds a bit like Stats.
Very true.
Everything works out well.
And OpTic, they had to stop G2 from getting to the grand final. And when I tell you that series with Jack and Rise, and I think T-Bakes was there at the same time too, because T-Bakes joined for a bit, and Johnny, and they were all talking through that series, it was some of the funniest shit I've ever heard. Because Bates was pulling for G2 to make it. Jack is obviously pulling for OpTic to beat them. Rise is there just instigating between them. And Johnny's still like sitting back, just milking up all the free content.
Yeah, true. Johnny is like couldn't believe his luck, right? He was just
had like
there.
6,000 viewers.
I know. I saw that he absolutely smashed it.
Yeah. And yeah, then obviously OpTic managed to do it. They beat them out. And then as soon as OpTic won that final game, Jack was like, "I'm done. I'm going."
Yeah, exactly. Right. Get yourself back in the game. Get into sort of serious mode.
But then Rise is like, "No, you've got time, Jack." And he's like, "Shut up, Rise. No, I'm going. Bye."
That's why Jack's a pro, because I'd be like, oh, we could just stay here till 30 seconds before, do a bit of free play, and then I'm sure I'm ready for FaZe. But Gen G played very well against FaZe in that tiebreaker. It's good to see them. I think weirdly that's the perfect thing that could have happened for them. Gen G have had the shake up that they potentially needed. They've had the sort of it's not to say that they've taken their nose off the grindstone, but any complacency that they may have got from winning in fall and then qualifying in winter might have developed. I think their version, of complacency is different from anybody else's. You know, they're never going to not bother practicing or get their hours down, but maybe the type of practice they were doing wasn't correct. Maybe the communication wasn't there. Maybe the conversations that they always
settled into it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's a bit more settled, whereas hopefully that's shaken them out of it and we'll see Gen G be a real force again at Boston. Yeah, it's going to be great. And I'm just trying to think, was the Hogan mode story, maybe not story, but the community magic, was it stronger for Hogan mode or OpTic? I put to you. If you're thinking about it, I've got an answer. Okay, yeah, you go first if you got one.
I think the community vibe was more around Hogan mode, because that was more out of nowhere, I would say. OpTic are they're OpTic. They're still so good. You know, they'd made their major. They've done a really good job. They're still fantastic players. Hogan mode is out of fucking nowhere. Scrub Killer back.
Scrub Killer.
It felt like a reunion tour almost. It was like, holy shit, I'm so hyped to see all this happen. But then I think the actual hype of actual implications rather than, because we all thought Hogan mode, they almost certainly won't do it. They almost certainly aren't getting to those grand finals. Obviously, they didn't in the end. And there was always that part of me that thought, they're not doing it. Really fun for now, but it's going to win before it actually gets, to the best thing that it could be. OpTic, there was that true belief the entire time that, yes, they can actually do this. And I think that, to me, made the North America weekend more entertaining.
What I would say, so you're saying that the community spike was bigger for Hogan mode.
Yes.
But for you, the
actual entertainment, the thing that
was
I
higher for North America.
Yeah, I think so. Even though I was also, sorry, on any other weekend, Hogan mode, win it clear.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why it's such a good conversation to have. I think that if there was a chart of community love, right, this sort of theoretical concept thereof, I think the Hogan mode would be longer, higher for longer, whereas OpTic had the bigger spike. Yeah, that's what I would say. I think the key moment of OpTic, oh my god, they've done it! Twitter, spam, enter 400 likes, all that sort of magic there. That was highest for OpTic, but Hogan modes was nice. Hogan modes was a slow burn. It was growing, haha, imagine if, and then it got bigger, and the overall watch hours were a lot more, even if the peak viewership was lower, is how I would compare it in sort of Twitch terms. But what a pair of regionals that we've had back to back. We couldn't have asked for any more. And the fact that 3 of the North American teams are if we're including Gen G, which I know that Jack and Nolly would be annoyed at us for doing in the non-North American teams.
They're an import team.
Exactly, but they've always said that we represent North America. They've always answered that.
I'd say that they are 2 different things. I am HO. It is a humble opinion of mine.
I am HO.
Yeah, I'd say that you can be. I think you can't say that Gen G aren't an import team, but they can still represent North America. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I don't think they're the same term. Like Complexity are an import team, and they represent North America. Like as do all of them. But Complexity, obviously, they also represent South America a lot more than Jack and Nolly represent Europe.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that some of the Complexity players were sort of tweeting Sam on top, South America on top afterwards. So I don't think they're thinking, yeah, we represent North America. I don't
It's
think
still the points though for North America.
Yeah,
like,
North America,
and they're still
laughing.
improving the other teams.
NA7,
Yeah,
whoever that ends
3 out
up
of 5.
being, because I think the NA7 comes down to how the major goes. But NA7 is going to be laughing, going, yeah, Furia, woo, few USA, few USA.
Yeah, the North America 7 depends on how Optic and Furia do, I believe.
Furia. Okay.
Furia. Because then they're basically just trying to knock version 1 out of it. Like, if they win, I think if Optic win 2 series, then Optic then go into 7th, or then they then miss out on the Worlds potentially.
So with the World's regional spots, Furia might be playing for NA number 7 to make Worlds instead of EU number 7, and that NA number 7 might also be them. So if they win a series, they might tick 2 boxes in one fell swoop, like Inception riding the waves through to the real world.
Yeah, so Furia and Optic are currently on 86 and 85 points respectively, and they've already made the points then to go to the major with that. They've already got the 8 points, that's already been added on, and version 1 are on 94 points. So like 8 and 9 points behind Furia and Optic. So yeah, if they win 2 series on LAN, either of those teams, version 1 are in 8th place.
It's doable. And I love that we're riding in to the Boston Major on the back of all this hype of Hogan mode versus Optic, like with the debate of which one is more impactful and has captured people's imagination more, because it seems that people now are in the mood to search for these storylines. There's a feeling that something magical is going to happen. And that makes me so excited as sort of as a script writer. Exactly. It's going to be perfect,
man. What a cool place. It's going to be so good. Yeah, Boston Major is going to be sick. I think it's an interesting point as well comparing Europe and North America, because before we started recording, I said that I think that although there was a lot of entertainment, I think there was, and beside a few pop-off moments, that North America just looked a step behind. Like, they looked quite clearly not as good as what Europe showed us. The Europe top 3 are revolting. Top 4, really, are absurd. And I see them as better than Furia. I see them as better than Space Station. I think Space Station have got a good chance to upset, but I kind of see them as G1 during the San Diego Major, where they could do really well, or they could just flop it.
So every time they're on Utopia, Space Station be like, oh, look away, what are you going to do? LJ can't play on Utopia just like G1.
I feel confident that we're going to have a top-heavy spring major in favour of Europe here. I think we're going to have a good number of teams. Because Vitality, if they don't get grand final, it's a disappointing land for them.
Yes, hugely. Like, and also, everyone's going to take the piss. If they got to the... Because you got to remember, with Vitality, with Zen, it's his first RLCS LAN. He's done LANs before, like French ones and stuff, I believe, but first sort of big, huge stage. If they get to the quarterfinals, for example, any other context, oh, great first performance, wow, push on from there. But you just know if Vitality gets to the quarterfinals, it'll be, oh, you failures, how have they not done it? Bottle job of the year, they'll win Shogun's tournament in North America as well, booed off the stage. Oh, poor little Zen. God.
I'd feel awful for him, but equally, that's what this is. Like,
it is what this is.
The North American fans, if you're really pulling to try and have your teams make it, and you want version 1, you want to throw off as many European teams as possible.
True.
You want to make sure that the crowd is against them. Carmine Corp, I don't think that'll work. I'm going to be honest. San Diego, it seemed to just fuel them, and they were like, sorry, we are just literally better.
It did help.
We are going to beat your team.
It did help in Rotterdam. When everyone went against the Blue Wall because the Blue Wall were too French, and we thought, yeah, this is great, look at the ball chanting. And then they actually started chanting for Carmine Corp against Moist. We're like, whoa, 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 it is Moist, chill. And they kind of were like, okay, right, let's get wet. Yeah.
That was one of the funniest things in Rotterdam too, was like seeing, I've looked through a load of the footage from that too, where like you've got a load of the Blue Wall having a great time, and then as soon as like Moist scored, you see everyone in the crowd just go,
It's
cheer,
basically
against them.
It unlocked our British local rage that we have towards our neighbours, you know, because like England and France aren't like holding hands going, let's beat America. It's like, oh, you French bastards, you know what I mean? And the Anglais bastard.
Pomme de terre.
That one. Yeah, so that was good to be able to get some sort of Anglo-Saxon raw fire out towards the Frenchies. But yeah, no, at Worlds it'll certainly be. I think I'm rooting for Vitality. I think of all the teams. Actually, this is our next section. We're sort of blended to it. Should we head towards our little idea here? We can talk through.
Yep.
Thanks, mate. That'll be really helpful when I'm editing the audio here.
You're welcome. Leave that beat, and then we can then go into the next.
Editor's note. Thank you, Stumpy. You're so good.
You're welcome. RLCS Boston, quick predictions, brackets full of predictions next stream. So you want storyline predictions?
Yeah, so I think maybe next time we can do a proper, like, okay, I reckon that Ground Zero beat Carmine Corp, so Ground Zero go here, and then Carmine Corp goes down, and they're up against... Also, imagine that, Carmine Corp losing
Jesus
to Ground.
Christ,
That'd be brilliant.
yeah.
I'd love that, OC on top. But I think this time, we should come up with, maybe between us, or maybe 3 each, things that we think will happen, you know?
Or things that you want to happen.
Yeah, somewhere between the two.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got all these teams here, all these players they're in, right? What is everyone going to be? The top 3 things that we think Twit will be going on about, like that will capture the magic, like Hogan Mode and OpTic. I think that someone's going to refuse to shake someone's hand.
No, we're still too kind. Everyone's still too lovely.
That's why
shaking hands. You also mean fist bump. You also mean a general sportsman contact.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know who's there that would do that. There's been times where Com has done his. Obviously, Com's not there. That's my point. There's been times where Com's done his thing, and I've thought I wouldn't begrudge anyone for not shaking his hand.
I think everyone's just too nice in that.
Imagine if Zen just goes. I just don't respect you, team. I don't respect you, complexity.
No.
Oh
my god.
Nolly and CRR, they've got historical beef, but I
but
presume
both
that's
grown
long
up.
since squashed.
Yeah.
They're the only two I can think of that have got any sort of real beef here.
The bracket, by the way, is fucking mental. The top half of the bracket is insane. The fact you've got Vitality, Complexity, Liquid, BDS, Gen G,
Elevate.
and Rule 1.
Elevate.
And Crew.
Elevate.
Then but that's so stacked in the upper half. And then on the lower bit, you've got a decent little run. The Carmine Corp, as far as I'm concerned, have got a pretty free run through to the semis.
So what? The semis,
So
being Fury or Moist or Optic or Nip. Okay, yeah.
No, they'd beat Space Station.
Yeah, so they beat Ground Zero, and then they beat Space Station, then they're up in the semis against Fury, Moist, Optic or Ninjas in Pajamas.
I think they've got a pretty free run up to there.
Yeah.
But at the upper half, Vitality faced the winner of Complexity Liquid. One of those Niloas from round 1.
That's true.
The Liquid, equally, they finished in 4th. They are the 4th seed going into it. It's their own fault for
I haven't really studied this. I sort of put it all to the back of my mind after Sunday. So let's see. We've got Complexity Team Liquid. That's a huge round 1. BDS Gen G. What?
BDS Gen G. Oh, that's what was also fun at the Johnny stream, is that during the tiebreaker, Rise was just saying, well, whoever wins this, I play.
So it ended up being Jack that he was playing.
Yeah, so he was saying, okay, I want it to be Jack. And then they came back. And he came back on literally about 5 minutes after his interview, after winning, did Jack. And then he was like, got it done. I was like, but yeah, I think just the upper half is just insanity. It really is. That's unbelievable.
Okay. 3 main storyline predictions from Boston. I think that let's just imagine it, right? You got the crowd there. They're USAing. They're eating hot dogs. They're loving it. Go, hey, get your hot dogs here. I'm in Boston.
Get your hot dog. Get a hot dog.
And then one of the players, maybe an Australian player.
Hello there. I'm an Australian player.
And I'm gonna
He's gonna Gary Lineker it.
Not that. I reckon they accidentally trip up a hot dog salesman.
Good God. If I walk in the arena and I see a hot dog stall, I'm looking straight at you. I can't believe
You're looking at Torsos, going, Torsos, get your grubby mitts off that hot dog salesman.
They set up a hot dog stand in the middle of the stage. I'm like, cool, the Oracle has done it again. I think my big one, storyline prediction, Space Station, they go out in the, I can't even think, the lower bracket round 2, whatever that would be.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what that is. So, because if they would play...
It is a bit confusing, isn't it?
Hang on, they would play the loser of Crew Rule 1, who then beats the loser of BDS Gen G. So basically, they're going to be playing either BDS Gen G, Crew, or Rule 1. And I see them losing to any of them. So yeah.
Mate, you've said too many names of teams at me. All I can do is say that probably sounds right, yeah.
I think SSG lose in lower bracket, round 2, to one of, unless I've done this wrong, BDS, Gen G, Crew, or Rule 1.
SSG losing lowers to...
Just say lowers round 2.
Wait, what were your teams? To BDS,
I don't know if it's wrong,
no, that's
though.
why it's funny. That's why it's funny. SSG losing lowers to BDS, Crew, Gen G.
Gen G, Rule 1.
Okay.
I think that's right. I'm looking at like a previous bracket to make sure I'm right with that.
Correct. Right, there you go. Well, we'll never know.
Because I think they win, lose, basically.
That's why we're going to do that next stream with the actual hopping overs. All right, the main storyline predictions.
But that's the North American number 1 seed, bear in mind. That I'm saying's going out in lower bracket round 1.
I remember the first ever podcast, you explained double elimination to me.
There you go.
Remember that?
Bracket resets, baby.
Yeah, so I was like, oh.
2016.
So you were like, oh, that means that Northern Gaming go home. And I was like, what, they're out already? Well, they went out already. Because it was my birthday.
Way.
So I didn't
I
didn't end up watching RLCS Season 1. I think it was season 1.
It was season 1.
God.
We did a podcast after season 1 and I recorded it in my mate's shed.
Was it I never knew that bit of trivia.
Yeah, I told you. It was in my mate's shed when I was puppy sitting for him.
Sorry that you told me. When did you tell me? Was it in 2016 by any chance?
Well, yeah, what would I have told you since then?
Because we talk and reminisce about.
No, we don't reminisce.
Yeah, of course we do. We're always like, hey,
that's
remember
still not
that
as old as your
stream?
fucking jumper.
Why are you having to go at the jumper set? All right, I tell you what, after this podcast, I'll say farewell to this jumper. Because I'm always, I'm always pushing my girlfriend to get rid of stuff that she doesn't need. So far be it from me.
Donate it or something.
To be a hypocrite.
Pop it in.
Yeah, we've got a little donation box
that they give you.
Yeah, but we always forget the day that they're actually going out. So this but I've got like a box full of stuff that not actually full, quite empty. A box with a couple of things that we're getting rid of. So yeah, I'll do that.
Goodbye, jump.
All right, a non Rocket League result prediction will be that the crowd will boo Zen and it will make him even better.
I don't know if they'll boo. Okay, fair enough. They'll boo Zen.
Yeah, I think so. I think he scores a good goal against their team, and they're trying to, get under his skin.
Can I put in?
Yeah, you can tweak it. You can tweak it. That's not me putting it in. That's me offering that to it all.
Can I put in lukewarm North American crowd reaction to it in European wonder goal? Or is that just guaranteed?
I think that's in the. Oh, we should have done it as a bingo thing, shouldn't we?
Oh, maybe.
Ah, that would have been way better. Is it too late to make a bingo thing?
Hello, Fear. Yeah, it's probably too late. There's a lot of things. I don't know. Fuck it. Hang on. Let me find a link. Hello, Fear. How are you, by the way? Sorry, I'm reading.
Yeah, but yeah, let's do a little thing. We can cut this out. Thank you for your raise.
No, I'm not cutting this out.
All right. Well, I'll cut it out on the audio one.
You can keep going. I'm not cutting this out. I just want to make sure that's just
here's
on
some
the record.
YouTube exclusive content of me thanking Fear for the raid yesterday. Thank you very much, Fear, for the raid yesterday. I hope your tournament went wonderfully.
Yesterday?
Yeah, mate, yesterday. Why are you so shocked at yesterday?
Now?
What?
Why are you thanking him for it now?
Well, I thanked him at the time as well, but I'm not just going to never mention it ever again. If I bought you a house, Stumpy, I expect you to say thanks more than once and on more than the day I got it for you.
What size grid do you want, you twat?
The 9 one. 3x3.
Yeah, okay.
That's the classic.
Okay, in which case, Carl, I've got a link for you. There you go.
Okay.
Open
and
that bad boy.
Then I click this.
But yeah, I just reckon that there's going to be an absolute wonder goal from Zen against the North American team, and they'll just give it a general clap. General
clap. There you go. Bingo Baker.
Bingo Baker. Bingo Bongo.
Bingo Bongo. Right, so here we go. So I do test. Okay.
Make it 3x3.
5x5. 3x3.
That's what you wanted.
Oh, that's a bit small, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, 4x4 is a bit wanky.
That is wanky. Why is 3 on the site? All right, 5x5 it is. Right, 25 of these bad boys. This is the podcast now. Chat can help.
Fuck me. 25. Okay, right, cool. Free square.
Vitality.
USA.
Okay, USA. Right.
Okay.
Zen scores the best LAN. Zen scores best LAN goal ever.
Okay.
Chat can help, by the way. We won't
Wonder
credit you,
goal.
but we'll take them. Yep.
Wonder goal receives lukewarm reaction.
EU.
EU wonder goal, yeah. No, non-NA.
Okay, non-NA goes ignored by crowd.
Yeah.
Goes ignored by crowd.
Yeah. Okay.
I like this one. Des gets unanimous prediction wrong.
Yeah,
Unanimous. Is it like that? Someone can spell check me. Desk prediction is wrong.
Nice.
There we go. Wave Punk predicts the underdog.
Classic. T-Bates references the 4th of July.
CJ says hello there.
Hello there.
Right, we should move away from talent. Let's go to the players.
Okay. All right. Players.
I'm looking at all these teams.
G2
Elevate
died for this?
As in chat.
G2 died for this in crowd, like on a sign.
G2/V1 died for this
on a sign.
in crowd. Okay, yeah. I'll
Okay,
put that
nice.
in these.
Oh, you know there's going to be turtlenecks. We know there's going to be They always rock up and say, oh, turtleneck Thursday. And every time I tell them to fuck off. I'm not wearing a turtleneck. I'm just never doing it.
Squat guy. I love squat guy.
Squat guy. Yeah,
We all love squat guy. Elevate get a game.
Do you reckon? Well, wait. Who will Elevate play?
Oh, you're doing this to me again. Fear probably knows. Fear's probably like,
That's the thing. They all know all these things, but I just don't.
Exactly. It's insane. I love how when I'm doing an impression of Fear, by the way, I go to a Scottish accent. It's my same impression as for Johnny.
It's 1v1.
Fear's like, oh yeah, well if Elevate lose, I'll get this team.
God. Okay. Elevate Vitality, and they then play the loser of Complexity Liquid.
No, what?
Or is it BDS Gen G?
I trust chat more than you, Stumpy, if I'm honest, mate. If someone in Twitch chat says it, they're probably right. Oh, but Bobby Fat has said, oh, never mind.
Hang on. Yeah, Bobby Fat's a stupid twat. Yeah, it's
Fat's
Complexity Liquid.
Okay.
Yeah. So Elevate are playing Vitality, Complexity, and Liquid. If Elevate get a game.
It's harsh that they play Vitality, Complexity, and then Liquid in your world, Stumpy. Like, they've already gone through two of them, and it's like, go on, have another go, lads.
Round number 3, they stand them up.
Yeah. It's like a boxer in the ring. You know, they're in the corner. Their coach sort of puts some water in their mouth. They spit it out. They towel them down, and they're just like, "Oh, kill me." It's like, "No, you're fine. Slap a little bit. You're all right. You're all right."
Cool. I have one.
Okay.
EU team kill to help NA at Worlds.
Do we want to say team kill? Just is that not
That's fine. We're not putting this in the broadcast.
That's fair. EU team kill helps
Nolly
NA.
says cunt on stage. Doesn't matter.
Cunt. Oh, it says cunt.
Zen's a fucking cunt, mate.
Oh,
God, Nolly, you can't say that in your winners interview.
EU team kill helps NA number 7. Does that make sense? Is that enough context?
That's nice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Quite a lot more to fill. This is fun, though. This is great. This is
fun.
This is good because we can tweet this out as well and people will hopefully play. We could print it out and give it to people and they can play in the... Anyway, yeah.
Cole, I have an idea.
Someone retires on stage.
No one's retiring out of these young whippersnappers.
No, not one of the players in the thing.
Oh.
Like we had Turbo.
I like
rock
Turbo.
up last time out.
By the way, I had no idea about that, right? When they were saying Turbo's retiring, I was like sitting there just eating some food. And then the content guys came up to me. Well, you know Gustav, but like the he came up to me and he went, "Oh, hey Stumpy, we want to record some content for Turbo's retirement." And I was like, "For his what? Sorry, for Turbo's what now?"
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, right, okay. And then I went in the room and then spoke about him for like a few minutes. But I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea this was happening. It's got dropped on me all of a sudden.
So you had to go in there and sound unscripted and unrehearsed.
Yeah, I was on scripted and unrehearsed.
That's what you're telling the people, mate. But I know you said you knew the night before. You said, "Cole, can you write me some words? Because Turbo's retiring. I need something really witty and insightful." And I'm like, "I got you, boy."
Do you want to know one of the lines that made it in?
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you, Turbo. You weird Swede.
Did it really?
That made it in. That was one of the final lines.
Good job. I bet you love that.
Yeah. Okay.
What else is happening here? We've got Carmine Corp there. OpTic's.
I think we're gonna see a potential desk appearance from a non-qualified player.
Okay. Should we check that on?
So like one of the G2s,
Yeah.
a Garrett G of sorts. Interviewer desk mixes up Roas and Killiers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Should I put that one on?
Yeah, I like that.
I'll put broadcast. I'll put Ruas / how do you spell Killiers? Is it EERZ?
LLEERZ.
Yeah. Mixed up in some way. I'll make it more general.
Yeah. I imagine there's going to be a skit about that, by the way.
That'd be a funny one.
That'd be a funny skit.
Oh, a tweet one. A tweet one's a good shout. Player.
Tweet's fun.
Not the format, but what else could the players be?
Vatira.
Do you want to be more specific?
Well, this is going to be a gimme.
Really?
Vatira tweets something inspirational, all caps in French.
Does he do something
He
inspirational,
does it
all caps in French?
Every single land. He's like, we're going to be the best team in the world. We're going to do this. Woo! And all the French people go, whatever
Okay.
underneath.
Vatira tweets in all caps French.
Yeah.
There we go.
It has to be inspirational.
Okay.
Has to be inspirational. What are you doing?
I'm just writing something very long because it's funny to do that sometimes. In all caps French, and the KC fans lap it up.
Nice.
Vatira tweets something inspirational, all caps French, and the KC fans lap it up. There you go. Love it.
Okay, another player one, another fun player one.
Okay, an individual player. You want an individual player, do you?
Yeah. Because these are all like things that we have seen happen before.
That's true. Something we've never seen. Okay, one of the new players who are there. What could Juicy get up to? Juicy like interacts with crowd or something. Because I don't know how he's.
Oh, Cash. What about Cash?
Cash uses Dominus.
I like that.
That's fun, and that's very Rocket League-y as well. That's a sort of more like, broadcast-friendly one.
What about Cash wins in Dominus?
Wins a game.
Make it more specific. Yeah, wins a game, yeah.
Okay. Cash wins game in Dominus. Legend.
How about Vitality doesn't meet a single NA team as a square? Is that possible? So Vitality could face Liquid there, and then could face BDS there, and then could face Carmine there. Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? That could happen. That's quite funny. I quite like that.
Vitality don't play NA.
Yeah, Vitality don't play any NA teams.
There you go.
That would be so funny.
Joe and the Mustang is a fair shout. Sorry, I'm going into streamer mode, aren't I? So we've had a chatter come in and say, "Oh, Joe and the Mustang." I think that's too similar to Cash wins game in Dominus.
Yeah,
I think,
fair.
and the Cash and the Dominus is very pervasive.
Oh. Fear's already getting the excuses in. If Vitality don't play NA, it's a fraud victory in my book.
I knew that would be a thing as well. But if they don't play, it's like, oh, they didn't even play NA. How can you say they're better?
Yeah, that's because they won the whole event. They didn't drop a game, probably. Probably say they were better because of that.
All right, let's think. What else does an RLCS LAN have? It has those funny player videos where they're like talking to each other or skits and stuff.
Did you put player retires, by the way? Sorry.
Yes, someone announces retirement.
Nice.
I put someone more generically because then it.
Okay.
I don't know. Because we all
Wave
know
Punk fancies it.
Yeah, exactly. Or the Gibbs thing.
Yeah, fair. Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah. CJ says hello there. Does he even say hello? Does he even say hello there?
No, we just start off Australian accent with hello there.
Oh dear. Huge Rule 1 50-50. They love their 50-50s and challenges.
Do you mean like they hit the ball up at 0 seconds?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to just put out stuff that teams do that we can expect to see when we're there. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Player drapes their flag over their chair. Country's flag over chair.
Country flag is draped.
He's draped.
So wait,
Draper.
so you reckon that Space Station will definitely win one series? Who are the team? We've got two fully American teams there. Who is it? Space Station and Optic. Who have Optic got? Ninjas in Pajamas. And Space Station have got Power, which they probably... I was going to say... Well, maybe it's still funny. An NA team wins a series. A full NA team wins a series.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Okay,
Should that be the free one? Because we're saying it is going to happen, but it's also a funny concept.
No, don't make it free, because that's funny.
Okay. Are you meant to put like 3 in the middle there?
Yeah, that'll do, yeah.
Okay. Right, so full NA team wins a series.
And we can then be on social media like, yeah, well done! We got one of the squares!
That's true.
We got a square.
That's hilarious.
I remember we printed off a bingo thing for the Season 7 LAN, and we got people in chat to do it, but we all had one as well each.
Did we? Was it one of our own ones, or was it all using the same one?
It was using... maybe it was using the same one. But this one, I believe, we can do...
Randomizer.
So then we can share it, put it on Twitter, then everyone will get their own.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. Yeah, if anyone wants to print these out and take them into the event, this is great. Keep counting.
And it will randomly generate your own one as well, bear in mind.
Can I just say apologies to any audio podcast listeners? We've got a little bit streamy with this. I think it's going to carry for Spotify because you can hear the suggestions that we're making. But yeah, if you're like, what the hell, this isn't...
I'm not just being like, oh, Orcsy, that's a great idea.
Yeah, true.
Iconic stage entrance. We've not had an iconic stage entrance for a long time. Do you remember Axel Toss? He started that, really, because he said $100 to a team that does the best stage entrance.
Did he? Is that why... Was Axel Toss still there in Season 5?
Yeah, Axel Toss was Season 5.
So was that why...
He was there Season 6.
Really? Was that why CJ and the gang sort of came out with the sort of cork hats and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's
and in the car. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, the last stage entrance that we had was when CJ was in Landon season, last season, and he walked on with his little car when he drove on his new little car.
Oh my god, then the hubcap fell off and rolled perfectly away. And you had to help him over the little bump. That was really funny. Yeah,
I mean, so I played that pretty well, but then, because his mic pack fell out, and I kept it hidden between the car and the camera so it wouldn't see, and then I looked for a place to slot it, and it wouldn't slot anywhere. So if anyone watches that back, they'll see me really suavely put it back and then go, oh shit, it's not sticking. It's not like sticking in place. And then I go, why would it stick? Why would it stick? And then at the end, I'm a panicky mess. I should have played it much more cool. But
you could have just held it.
I should have just shrugged. What I've done, I was thinking, I've thought about this. What would I have done in hindsight? Is try and put it in, can't find it, and then you sort of show it to the camera, shrug, and walk behind while holding it. That would have been the play.
That's your life now.
I'm not a comedian. I'm an idiot.
But alas.
5 more.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, maybe. This is quite fun. This is more of a talent one. NA only grand finals casting.
Ooh. Well, it's only 2 people. If it was a trio.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want to tempt fate, mate, because you know that you and I are hoping for that bad boy.
I mean, Turtle frauded his way into the Landon one, bless him.
How?
So... Well, because, he was there. He was carried on the coattails of Johnny and Shogun.
Oh, mate, that could have been you or me.
I know, exactly.
Been you or me. What about...
obviously, we're hoping for the major final.
Exactly, mate. I ain't tempting fate
on Independence Week, as well, of all weeks.
On Independence Week. Is that even a thing?
No, it's Independence Day at best.
At best.
At best.
What else could we have for the final 5? Anything from the regions we've not mentioned? Have we had an OCE one? I don't think we have.
No. But OCE, right, OCE, because this is such a brutal format.
Yeah. Do they win a series, you're going to say?
Yeah, because who would they be against? They'd then be against... the loser of Carmine Ground Zero. So Power and Ground Zero might just play each other, so they're guaranteed to win a series.
Oh, OCE teams play each other. How about that?
Yeah. Because, Space Station will probably beat Power. Carmine will probably beat Ground Zero. Then they'll play each other.
Sounds good to me. OCE teams play each other. That works
That's
quite
fun.
nicely.
OCE play each other in lowers, and the winner goes to Worlds. Holy shit, I didn't know that one.
I actually...
That's
did
amazing.
Know that. That's obvious. Come on. That's,
yeah?
Yeah. Just that's all up here.
Which 2 teams are going?
Mate.
Mate.
PWR.
I just said...
and
Where are you
Ground
looking?
Zero.
That's the one.
I love PWR.
What do you call them? PWR.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
PWR versus FURIA.
Right, 4 more. Let's see. Oh, like some sort of show match. For the record, Stumpy and I don't know if there is one, so that's not.
Yeah,
like
we don't know the content plan. Yeah.
So it could be some sort of show match.
Show
could be on
match.
there.
I think a show match. Because bear in mind, we're also pushing to play players as a 4v3 on LAN.
But yeah, I think I imagine various people are pushing various things, but we, like I say, don't know. So if anyone's thinking, oh, about Corner Stumpy, no, we do not.
Yeah, we actually don't. We have like we suggested that we do our show match, but
3 left. We could do a Americans do love the not Rise Jehovah Tira, but they do love the 7 Nation Army chant. I've heard that one before.
They did it for G2.
It was J-Naps Rizzo Cronovi. Way back
They did it
for
in
G2.
San Diego as well.
Did they? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Nap Chicago Atomic. That rings a bell. Okay, yeah, so 7 Nation Army chant.
No, I think it was J-Naps Atomic Chicago.
Oh, was it Atomic Chicago, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 Nation Army chant.
Yep, nice. Oh, what about like a joint chant? A joint chant, like how we had "Let's go Falcons, let's get wet." I always like them.
I like them as well. I don't think it's happening though. I think that would be in the nicest way.
No, but that's fine. If you don't think it's happening, it can still go on there.
I think
it can still.
Go on there. I just think you'll confuse the people. Save that one for Worlds.
A joint chant. A joint chant.
I think save that one for Worlds. We've got 2 left to play with. This was 10 ago, mate. It's like The Voice. Remember
They're
The
all
Voice?
worth the same.
No,
You've got CJ says hello there.
Yeah.
How's that got on?
Because it was put on earlier. It's easier when it's earlier, my friend. Later on, it gets tougher, and it's not its fault. It's not Joint Chant's fault. It's like The Voice. If you go on first, there's 4 experts, hosts, whatever you call them,
Singers.
And they've all got 10 people left. Then you've got a great chance of making it in. If there's only 1 left with 1 singer, you've really got a pop.
I forgot that you really like The Voice.
We used to love it at uni, yeah. We used to watch it. For some reason, it became our show to watch. I don't mind it.
I'd really like to push. I'm not gonna let this one just go. I'd really like to push Joint Chant.
It can replace 7 Nation
Army.
Army.
You've got issues with it.
It can replace 7 Nation Army. I don't want to have 2 about chants there
because it's go on.
Go
on, no. Just speak your truth.
I just don't think that the crowd anywhere in North America are ready to prove me wrong to the extent of it being worth having. And this goes back to my pre-RLCS. Look, this is the me thing.
Keep going.
This is the me thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm the bad guy here. You know, if we say that, rule 1 is keeping the ball up, they'll boo us, and that's fun. And they have all these flags, and they have these little funny, witty, really witty, really clever signs and posters. Brilliant, brilliant crowd. I'm just not sure that chanting is what we should really be pushing on our bingo card about them. That's just me.
I fundamentally disagree.
Fundamentally?
Like, at the very core of my being.
Now tell me why that might be, Stumpy Goblin.
I'd like to push Joint Chant because I back them to sing 5 words and then 5 more different words after that, and then go back to the original 5 words. I do think they've got it in them.
So like USA, OCE, would that count?
That would count. USA, SSG. Like, that would count. That's fine. It's a joint chant.
I've replaced the 7 Nation Army one.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 more. I think part of it as well is that I just want to be doing this all day. I wish this was like a 10 by 10. Yeah, Rattle's Dad will be back.
Rattle's Dad, great shout. Lady Penelope. EU's enthusiasm about chanting will never not confuse me from C-Cup. Why? It's fun.
It's really fun.
And
it's really funny,
good.
And witty. It's about lots of people coming together to either show support or show creativity or create humour in a way that just one person never could. It adds atmosphere while very likely getting under the skin of our opponents. Imagine, right? So one of these things could get under your skin, right? Boo! Or a reference to a dumb tweet you made 3 weeks ago. that you received flack for, and we're bringing that up now. There's 1,000 people bringing that up, and everyone's chanting at it, and you could see the goal, and everyone goes, that tweet was shit, or whatever, like, or, you know, we sing it to a little song, and you get it in your head. It's stuck in your head now. All you can think of, if you're trying to play Rocket League, is that tweet that you made 4 weeks ago that everyone was giving you sort of stick about, and it's back, it's in your mind, and then you lose. And the crowd go, cheerio, cheerio, cheerio. And you think,
waving
I've
you
already
off.
lost. Exactly. You
Singing
think,
you
fuck
off.
you guys. And you can't do that because you're the one in the hot seat under the spotlight. That's the obsession with chanting. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Good job. That was lovely.
Few things in life I'm passionate about.
That was passionate. You should go on First Touch. You ever been on First Touch?
No, I haven't actually. But yeah, next time there's an EUNA crowd debate, that's when I'd wade in.
That's the one.
Yeah.
They invite me, I step aside. I step aside, quite frankly. I say, no, you want Cool Goal 93.
I'll give it a go. I appreciate that. Right, one more to play with.
One more. Are you going to be at this LAN? I keep forgetting that, like, for some reason in my head, I've got North America LANs. It's either me or one other EU person.
That's true.
But all the boys are going to be there.
Oh, this is going to be crazy. We're gonna take over NA. We do Worlds as a squad in your mind, but Majors are only sort of two of you.
Very, very genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I've not done a LAN with you since Worlds.
God, is that true?
Yeah, I didn't do Rotterdam. You didn't do San Diego.
Actually, we did the Guild X Samsung event.
Oh, yeah. How was our casting during that?
You didn't say we haven't casted a LAN. You said we haven't done one.
Have you received your TV yet?
No, not yet. Apparently, I'm going to be contacted by them this week. So, at Guild...
I'm so intrigued as to what TV you want.
I know. And I've been speaking to my agent, asking, like, do they know? And apparently the Guild lot don't know. This is a Samsung thing. So, I won't lie, if it's like a little 24-inch one, I'll be grateful.
I can't... Right. I so want it to be brilliant, because that'd be great, because their QD OLED screens are incredible, right? But fuck me if there's not a part that wants it to be a 32-inch 1080p piece of shit. Like, oh my god, I want that so much.
Not that Samsung do pieces of shit. We should really make clear Samsung, a brilliant company.
They are very, very good, but they also make 1080p 32-inch screens that I would consider to be a piece of shit compared to the TV that you have.
Not for me, they don't. They bring me the best. Anything less than... What do you mean I'm scum?
You're scum.
Right, let's go through all the ones we've got so far.
Okay.
For the podcasters, because we are on a podcast as well. We keep forgetting that because this is turned into a stream. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Rettel's dad is there. New iconic stage entrance. Joint chant. OCE teams play each other.
Slow it down a little bit.
We've got 25 of these.
That's fine, because you've already got through one row, so just slow it down just a little bit.
Unanimous desk prediction is wrong. EU team kill helps NA number 7. G2/V1 died for this on a sign. See, that's why it's important to check your work. Died for this on a sign. Full NA team wins a series. That's hilarious. Full NA team wins a series. Cash wins game in Dominus. Someone announces retirement. USA, which is the free square. Zen scores best land goal ever. Non-NA wonder goal goes ignored by crowd. If these two are paired, I will be distraught. Zen scoring best land goal ever and it going ignored by the crowd.
I think ignored is too much. I think there will be a reaction. Unappreciated, yeah, I think that's good. Okay,
goes unappreciated by crowd. Vitality don't play NA. Squat guy. Country flag is draped. Non-qualified player on desk. Wavepunk predicts the underdog. Elevate get a game. Vatira tweets something inspirational in all camps French and the KC fans lap it up.
Nice.
Bates references 4th of July. CJ says, hello there.
how that's made it is fucking beyond me.
Mate, if you want to replace it, then we can. And Ruas and Kalia's mixed up in some way. I'm just going to double check that spelling of Kalia's. K-I-L-L-E-E-R-R.
I think there was also a great suggestion in chat. A Sam team beats an ex-Sam team. So
that's
Crew,
perfect. Yeah,
I like that. So Crew or Nip beat one of Furia or Complexity.
I think that's really good.
I like that a lot. That's a brilliant suggestion. I like those.
And there we go. That is our bingo, and we will call it Boston Major. Or is it the Spring Major?
Yeah.
Hashtag
so,
RLCS.
Now, hang on. Let's have a look at how we then publish. Do you want to just leave it on that page and we'll publish it after?
Yeah.
But we are going to, guys, make sure this is available for everybody ahead of the Boston Major And Cole, do you want to put a little incentive on this, so
Go
people
on.
enter and then they play?
I'll let you think of that, mate. What you got in mind?
It's going to be a little bit of an honour system. That's the issue, because we can't keep an eye on absolutely everything.
That's true.
I
First person. Oh yeah, if you got something in mind, you go.
I was going to say the first person to win this, the bingo card, once you've generated your own, wins $50.
You're gonna put money on it.
Money. I think money. $50. That's good. That for playing bingo.
Should we do 50 each?
Oh, I saw your little smile.
Oh, we could go 50 each, mate. Could make it a
50
big round
each.
hundy.
Okay, yeah. So Cole's gonna put in 50. I won't put in anything, and we'll make it $50 a subpar.
But it's 100 overall. In that case, fine.
Okay, so 100. Okay, $100
Ooh.
for first place in this. The issue is,
You could make a bot that prints out all the things and then has an infinite number of squares in places. So there is on a system involved.
tell you what, that's good. That's a good shout, Multi. They have to have tweeted the card before RLCS, so you have to tweet out
With a hashtag.
#subpar bingo.
Yep.
And then you have to say that that is your card. You've locked it in, and then when somebody claims they're a winner, at some point if you then just tweet "I've won" or whatever, #subpar bingo, put your card saying that you've won. When the major's all done, I'll then go back, look at the earliest entry in the bingo, and then go from there and see who is like the earliest correct one.
This
Sounds
has
like a plan?
been a really fun little thing. I've loved making a bingo card of everyone. How wholesome.
That was fun. $100.
Could be you.
People's not do anything.
Could be you.
God, good for them. Good for them. No, Bobby, so it'll randomly generate you a card.
Right, we're doing a podcast. We're not doing a stream.
Sorry, no, you're right. So Bobby Fat 95 in the chat said, do we not just use this card? You do not, Bobby Fat 95. What you do instead is you'll click the link that we then post, and then it'll like shuffle them all around, and then you're trying to get, oh yeah, we need to like a column or a line, really, don't we?
I think it's either, right? It's 5 in a row of any sort, diagonal or up or down or left or right.
Hang on. Because so it can't be the whole card. We can't make it the whole card. You can't get because everyone will get the whole card at the same time.
Yeah, it's got to be a line.
Yeah, so it's going to be a line, either vertically or horizontally. I will not accept diagonally.
Oh,
that's too many permutations.
not diagonal.
Horizontally
Okay.
or vertically. And I definitely do my hands in the right way then.
And
I'd
then
make it say 3 lines. That's a good point. 3
well,
lines?
so apparently people could put the easier ones because there are some that will definitely happen, and there are some that
people
are more difficult.
won't be shuffling them themselves. The website will do it for them.
That's true, but they could copy and I don't know. Maybe I'm probably overthinking it. At some point, it's $100. Like
Let's make it. I think we say $25 for the first person to get 1 line,
okay,
and then $50 for the first person to get 3 lines.
you just saved us $25.
There we go. Because I think it's just 100 for 1. I think that to me incentivizes cheating.
Okay.
That's too much.
All
yeah.
right, okay.
So $25 if you get 1 line and you tweet it out first, and then $50 if then you get the 3 lines. All right, that's fun. That's good.
Sweet. Let's move on.
Lovely. What a world. Cool.
We should be
93.
speedy with these, by the way, because we're already that ended up taking a lot longer than we thought it would. So we should be a
Crumbs.
little speedy.
Cole, I went on holiday.
Hey!
I actually went on holiday for the first time in like 5 years. It was absolutely bloody extraordinary. I had the best time. So on the Monday, drove up to my girlfriend's house. She lives a couple of hours away, which is a bit of a shame. Drove up there. That was about a 2.5-hour drive. And then dropped off my car, got in her car, drove another 3 hours back down. She drove the first hour, to be fair.
Okay.
So I drove manual again for the first time in a while.
Oh.
It is. She's got a diesel as well, which drives. I didn't think it would drive differently to a petrol, but I drove the diesel. My word, it is much different to a petrol. But I enjoyed it in the end. I had quite a good time.
Now, why is it different?
It's just like the bite is a lot higher. The gears you can stay in for a lot longer. And I was there trying to like boy racer it about, because I'm only used to have like little like Fiestas or whatever. So yeah, drove her car down there. We stayed in a beautiful cabin. that was down in the Brecon Beacons in Wales. Everybody knows it. It's Llandovery, which is absolutely amazing. Should I put my holiday snaps in this document?
I was actually going to put holiday snaps in here. That's a joke. But if you're, because I didn't think you'd be willing to share them. But if you're willing to share them in the podcast, that'd be lovely.
There we go. Right. So this is our little cabin.
Can you put it in the dock itself? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. There we are. So this is our beautiful little cabin. That was a lot of fun. Look at that.
Aw, hey, look at that. She's just peeking out on the left.
Yeah, a little peek out. Yeah, just having a little peek out. Face reveal. So that was nice.
That's a painting. The sky actually looks like a painting.
So it was raining and thundering that day.
Wow.
And the cabin was like shaking.
That's cool.
It was really sick. It was so good. And we had a hot tub there as well, which was amazing. So we had the hot tub that like overlooked the the valley, and there's like a bench and the barbecue. Yeah, a lot of fun. Went and did like a big old walk, saw a lot of birds. Went up a big old hill, got a bit tired and had half a bottle of water. We went quite high up.
Cool.
And then I was like, oh shit, we've gone too far. And then ended up going back down, and then walked. Cool, one of the best things in the world. Let me find a sweet little pic of them.
I'm ready. I'm in. I genuinely love holiday snaps. It's like a sort of meme to hate on them. I think as long as people, if people go on like 4 holidays a year, you sort of feel less happy for them. But when someone goes on a holiday that they've wanted to do for a long time, and they're showing pictures of tiny donkeys.
We went on walks.
They're tiny.
Dinky donkeys.
I didn't know they were that dinky, because you mentioned the dinky donkeys in the last podcast, but they are so mini.
They are so dinky. They were called Goose and Maverick.
Can you remember which one's
which?
They
were... Maverick is on the right. He was my one. He was a shit. And then Goose was on the left. Who was a lot nicer. And Goose carried our lunch. Cause we had a little picnic as well. It was like on this like woman's farm who like lived in a valley. There's a single lane track for like 3 miles. Got there, walked these dinky donkeys around the Welsh countryside, had a picnic, looked at some birds. It was outstanding. Got bitten to shit by horseflies, which wasn't very fun. They were very mean. Next day, went and saw like a little castle in Llandovery. That was a bit of shit, to be honest.
Why?
It was like mostly gone. Because it sounds silly, but it was like just sort of not there. It was just
When I went to Wales last, it was for a stag do. I think I showed you this picture. I might have even discussed them on a podcast, actually, certainly on a stream, because there was an old sort of broken apart castle.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to that one. Apart? It was not quite that broken apart. It was like a spirally one that had like a roof still and stuff. It was maybe 3 stories high, but when you climbed up it, you had to sort of go up the jagged sort of stairs and rocks poking out in every direction and stuff. And there were these Welsh kids that they were sort of bypassing the barriers, because like at some point people have put in like barriers so you couldn't go any higher, right? They were bypassing those. They were on the roof. I'll find it for the next podcast.
Oh my God.
They were on the roof above, exposed to the elements of this castle, and they were like I'm pretty sure, because there was like them and a few tourists and us, right? We're tourists too, but like other tourists. And I'm pretty sure at one point there was some like spit that landed near us, and they were like sort of shouting Welsh down at us. And then when they heard we were English, they just didn't like us very much. But they were like
scum humans.
They were pretty scum. But then I don't blame them, because there's not a lot else to do, and they were young, and they were maybe not spitting. That's weird, but I don't blame them for sort of, I don't know, getting up to no good,
doing whatever the fuck they could do to try and have some fun.
Honestly, if there was a gust of wind, they would have fallen and broken.
Oh God.
It was high enough that they would have like not even broken. They would have just splashed. They would have splashed.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, nobody splashed on that castle.
I'm really happy to hear.
There was nothing there. And then Cole, we went to an ice cream place. Have a guess. Out of these ice creams, which one your boy
didn't.
got?
Tell me.
Have a guess. Out of Super Mix, chocolate, peanut butter, unicorn, strawberry and marshmallow, white chocolate, blueberry yogurt, toffee fudge, bubblegum, blackcurrant and licorice, mango sorbet, and vanilla.
Tell me you didn't.
Which one did I get?
Tell me you didn't get unflavoured.
No, that's not an option, sorry.
I actually think it's quite sweet that you went for the one that you knew would annoy me, and I bet you turned...
a 2-scoop.
Okay, that's cool. What was the other one? Because if anyone doesn't know what we're getting at, we're getting at vanilla. I've said many times that vanilla isn't a flavour, which I stand by because it's just an objective truth.
Insane.
Stumpy seems to think that it is, but it's not. It's the default. It's the average.
You're so stupid.
And Stumpy would go for vanilla. Out of all, you can't taste the difference between one vanilla to the next.
Yes, you can.
It tastes
yes, you
white.
can. Yes, you can. No, it does not taste white. You just got childish taste buds. I got a scoop of vanilla as my base one, and then I got a scoop of peanut butter on top. And that was amazing. And then Anna had the white chocolate, and that was actually really good. But that's too sweet for me. I couldn't have had a whole scoop of that.
I think it's really sweet that I know for a fact, and even if you deny it, I'll know you're lying. I know that when you chose vanilla, you chuckled, you turned to your beloved and said, Cole's going to hate this. And
I literally did.
And she went, oh, can you stop bringing up that little ginge, right?
I mentioned you a few times.
Did you? That really, you tell it my body language, that really makes me happy.
Yeah, I did call you a C word in that shop because I said that you didn't know that vanilla was an actual flavour.
Yeah.
So I had a nice ice cream, and then, Cole, we were late. We were silly. We spent too much time there. We were late going to a castle. That was actually a sick castle. It was so good.
Is that a new castle?
It was a proper old one. Let me find.
Bam, 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 bam. 1, 2, 3.
Bam, bam. Quick fire joke. Let me find like a nice big picture because it was an actual like castle that had like moats and shit still there on like a big old hill. Here we are. And this was way better. Like compared to the shit one that was in a car park. This one, it did cost £6, which I thought was a bit of a piss take.
What, just to go
into
the
castle? And we were in there
for
about 15 minutes.
It cost £6 to go in that?
Yeah, to go up to it. But there was also, the best bit, there was a cave underneath that was like an actual cave system that you had to like crawl around in.
People die in those.
No, we didn't go spelunking. We just went down there.
Did have Elon Musk saving you in a sort of half?
He did call me a paedophile.
It's actually pedo guy, is what he said all those years ago.
Pedo guy.
Yeah, good old Elon.
But yeah, the cave was really sick. It was like underneath the entire castle, like into the hill. Yeah, but they're not very good. There's a video that I don't know if it'll work of me scuttling. Because I thought it would be funny if I scuttled.
When you were playing Cave Explorer.
Hang on, this is the video of me scuttling. This is actually quite creepy.
Really?
Let me share this video with you. Can you? I assume that like you can play it on there.
On Google Docs. You might be able to, like a GIF.
Oh yeah. I'll send you it as a link. You just open that up and just like see it there.
You sent it to me on Discord, have you?
Yeah. It's a little bit spooky. It's a spooky little video.
Link.
Completely pitch black. Oh, you got Pornhub on your...
Shut up.
Have a little look. What does that say?
Your video will be ready soon.
Oh, soon? What? It's already ready, you silly thing. Okay, well, we'll keep going, and then we'll get back to the whole list snaps in a second.
Be ready soon.
Give it a refresh.
Be ready soon.
Why is it ready soon? It's been on there for
I can say something, though.
Go on, say something. Go on, be cruel to me.
Shit video. Oh, the people can't see it. I'll zoom out. No, I can't be asked to zoom out. But I just said shit video on Stumpy's thing.
Jesus.
Right, all right. Sorry, that didn't.
Oh yeah, I've just seen that on there. It just says shit video. Right.
It's good to have fans.
How hurtful. How hurtful.
It's like every time Stumpy and I have ever played a new game or been on like a new sort of like platform like Steam or Epic Games Store or whatever, the first thing we do is just send each other a message saying cunt. It's always the first. Whenever we add each other, it's always
really funny.
Yeah, it is.
It's funny every time. And yeah, so we weren't there for too long. Because we were late going to see some red kites feed. Did you see me posting this to Twitter?
So I've heard you mention about red kites, but I don't know if I saw a picture.
Oh my god, they're a bird with like a 5-foot wingspan, and there's this bloke. Yeah, so we like pulled up in this little car park, walked down this country road, and there's a bloke and his wife sitting there on little plastic chairs, unintelligible Welsh, and he just held his hand out. And I was like, and then he goes through to this little like cabin, and we were like, what on earth is this? We'd already Googled. It was £6 cash only, avoid that tax. And then so I was like, right, okay, give him the £6. And he goes, all right there, so what you can do is you can stand up here. And we like what kind of followed him through. This little man wasn't walking very quick. All right, you can stand out here and you can see all the birds. So I'm going to throw out some meat and they're going to come down, all right? And I was like, right. And he goes, well, you can go in the cabin, but you got to be quiet in there because it's quite noisy. I was like, right, okay. And Anna's got this really good like camera. It's got a proper little lens on it. Like she knows her shit. She's a very, very good photographer. So we went into this little cabiny bit. We stand there and there's this tornado of birds above us.
What?
Like I'm talking like 150 red kites, 5-foot wingspan, just circling above us. And they must know it's feeding time. Do it like every day at 3 p.m. And then we looked, and there were these like 3 or 4 blokes with cameras, not with like the grey lens, like the big wildlife lens, proper boys like there to take pictures. A little camera with like a little lens on it.
I bet she got a better pic than them though.
I bloody hope so, because they're really good pictures. But they were like, one guy had like 2 cameras, Johnny 2 cameras we called him. And he was like taking some pictures. He was like probably going, next camera, like going between the 2 of them. He was loving it. Huh?
How'd you do that noise? How can you just do another noise?
What do you mean? That's not a hard noise. Guys, camera.
What? How do you do that?
What do you mean? Just tongue on the roof of your mouth and then go. That's just a noise. I'm gonna be honest, mate. I didn't let that be focus of the story. I thought that would just be, oh, that's that noise. You are mind blown. Right, for the audio listeners, Cole is quite frankly fucking bamboozled. His face, he's disabled himself. That's how incredibly flummoxed he's become.
Carry on. Don't do the noise again. I can't handle it.
So he's gone,
no, stop it.
With both cameras, right? And nope.
I just sound like I'm gagging.
No, I like this. No, I'm actually fucking nothing like that.
With his camera.
And so you want to take a picture with.
And that attracts the kites over. They think they're being regurgitated into. They're like, wow,
God.
just like Mummy used to make.
But you see the bloke in this picture that I've just put in there. See the bloke on the right.
They're huge.
They are massive.
What?
And they were flying down. They were like proper swooping and like trying to grab like this. I think it was like throwing like lumps of chicken or whatever out there. I don't know what it was throwing. But I want there to be a video of
they're
this,
meat eaters, are they?
Sorry?
They're meat eating.
Yeah.
Carnivores.
They were like eating all of that meat. Yeah. They were bloody loving it. I want this. Has that other video worked just yet? Out of interest.
Let's see if it's. Your video will be ready soon. It says. I'll give it a love heart.
That's so. Have you refreshed?
Oh, I loved it, and now it's ready.
There we go. This is me in the cave.
Why does it sound like a toilet?
Look at me scuttle.
You're having a right old scut.
I scuttled. I scuttled in the little cave.
Someone make a gif of this. Stumpy coming to NA to predict EU teams to win.
And we'll hold their dad get up as well. It was lovely.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah. I need to find this video of them it was terrifying what they were doing. Like coming down and oh man, it was mad how many of them there were that also just so happened to know.
Did they like go towards me? You're like, fuck off. Like
I know, so we were in like kind of a hide kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, I've just sent you a video as well. I've sent it you on Discord now. So I don't know if you can like
can I
download it then open it? And it was, oh no, you're doing a Chrome thing.
Yeah, it's a Chrome thing. Oh god. No, I'm scared.
No, that's fine.
It's going into
right,
my docs.
Right.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. Hang on. I've shared it to a thing and then that'll work shortly, I'm sure. But yes, that's all the birds when they came over. And then, let me show you some of the good pictures of the birds. Hang on. And then I'm done with my holiday stories.
Okay.
But these
I like these holiday stories. These are great.
The photos that Anna managed to get. So she gave me her camera as well for a bit. And I think I did an all right job. I think one of the pictures of mine made it.
Oh my god, they're huge. It's like they're all...
Oh, there you go.
It's like the first one. It looks like it was like about to die.
Look at them go!
They're massive. Even the noise, like...
Yeah, they're proper like swooping.
Like
they're fucking loving it.
Wow.
And there were like 3 buzzards that just like grabbed a bit of meat, shuffled into the corner and just picked it apart. Because they're like, I'm not a swooper. I'm going to sit here. But then every now and then a red kite would try and steal its meat off it. And then he'd have a go. He'd absolutely fume at them.
I can hear the pictures coming in as well. That go.
Oh yeah, there was loads of them just like flying in all over the shop. It was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to see. Oh wait, scroll up a little bit. Sorry, I put the picture in the wrong place.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah,
these
are the pictures that Anna got on her camera.
That's way better than their shitty pictures of their big stupid lens.
Yeah, the shitty ones, mate. Honestly, they were being proper little tryhards as well. And there is the most like boss fight picture I've ever seen of a red kite in my fucking life that I've just put in.
Oh, look at that bad man.
Look at that.
And that's staring right at your girlfriend's head, going like, I'm going to fucking,
I'll have.
Exactly.
I'll have. Yeah, absolutely mad. So cool. Absolutely loved it. I've put some pictures on my Insta and my Twitter if people want to like see them at all who are audio listeners. But yeah, it was just basically just a lovely week away. and I relaxed a lot, and time off is very good, and I had a great time.
Well done, you Stumpy Goblin.
So there we go. That's what I did.
They were good holiday snaps.
Yeah, and I got drunk every night in a hot tub, and it was wonderful.
That actually, all jokes aside, sounds lovely, and I'm glad you had a brilliant time. I'm very, very
had
happy
signal out of nowhere.
I know. What happened to your scheduled tweets?
I think I set them for the wrong year.
They're going to come in a year's time.
I think so. Because I posted like...
one
came through.
Yeah.
I think the other ones that I did, I put something wrong. I don't know if like
is there a way
wrong,
to
like
see?
American date. I don't know if there is.
Oh, God. They're going to come in a year's time when something, you know...
I think, I'm dead. Let's face it.
You're dead.
Died.
You've died in a horrible red kite kestrel crash with Cash.
With Cash.
He's alive. He's fine. Don't worry. Yeah. But you've died.
But yeah, it was I don't know what happened. But then I ended up having signal like anyway, so it wasn't too bad. I had like 4G. So I was just sort of vibing.
Sorted.
There you go.
Well done.
Right, your turn.
I got some cool PC parts. I've been doing Insanity. No, come on, I shouldn't talk myself down like that. I've been doing Insanity, Stumpy Goblin, which, as you know, is a workout I've done a few times.
A hateful series of videos.
You've done it for a month before, haven't you, Insanity Max 30?
I've done both months. I did both months at uni.
As well? Oh, I didn't know you did
I did both months at uni, and then I think I did like a month and a half, then we had a LAN or something, and then I was like, I'm done.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the bit I've come to realise over the years. If you do 1 week, awesome. If you do 6 weeks, awesome. It doesn't have to be 8. And I'm reminding myself of that now because we're going to be going away when I'm 6 weeks in, which is, I won't lie, really annoying me. Because
do it in your hotel room.
Oh, I just don't think I will when we're wherever we are, which isn't announced
download
yet.
them.
I just don't think I will. I
do
think
it. Well, you may as well download. If you don't download them, then you're already setting yourself up to not.
That's fair. I'll download them. But when it's a case of I could do this, or I could sort of go out with the boys and drink some non-alcoholic waters in wherever we're at, then you know,
Boston is where we're going.
Yeah, true. But this is, you know, before that when we're going to
drink some Polish beers in Boston,
wherever we're at. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm 5 weeks. I'm 5 weeks into that, which is good, which is awesome. Really loving that. And I've been progressing my Rocket League as well. I've
seen you grinding.
Yeah, it's not sort of grinding. It's more just trying to play more properly. Because you're the same as me. We basically played for a few years. We hit whatever level mechanically, and then we thought, that'll do. We both done it. And I think a lot of people have done that, and that's totally fine. Yeah. But there's always been a part of me where I have thought, like, oh, I wish. You know, I see good players play, and I think, how do they do that? I wish I could. And I'm trying to make myself able to be able to do some of those things. I also, you know, think it's a little bit tactical as a streamer, where there's been times where I've got raids before from bigger streamers, and I've almost felt like guilty. Like if Fruity raids me, or if a pro player raids me, I feel like, oh God, those poor people, they're going to be expecting to see this level of gameplay, and they're going to be annoyed and pissed off, and it's sort of in the back of my mind. So I'm basically trying to make it just a little bit, you know, I'll never be as good as those guys, but if before I'd lose 90% of those viewers, now maybe I'll lose 85, and that 5% will be new additions to the SubPar community, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. And I've basically had a few streams where it's really noticeable that I'm improving, and then a couple where I've been absolute crap still. But it's because that's progress, right? Because you go forward, and then you start thinking about things in a different way, and that can
or you'll fall back into an old habit.
Yeah, some old habits pop back up, and you got to push them back down again. But yeah, no, I've been loving it, and I'm loving my Rocket League more than I probably maybe ever have, which is lovely. You know?
Good.
8
I'm
years
very happy
into the game.
that you're loving it as well.
Yeah.
God, 8 years, Jesus Christ.
I know. That's enough of this podcast at this point as well.
All right. Enough of you. Cole.
Yeah.
It's a weird place to listen from.
Oh, it might be, to be fair.
Weehawken, New Jersey. That's where we find ourselves today.
New Jersey.
In Weehawken, New Jersey.
Weehawken here.
Hey, I'm Weehawken here, and we also Hawken here.
We all Hawken here.
It is a place in New Jersey, which is in the United States of America. I've got 3 facts for you here, Cole.
I'm excited.
And I would like for you, someone in chat apparently used to teach him Weehawken. That's fun.
Did you teach him how to hawk him?
Apparently. And 3 facts, but one of them, I've been a little bit sneaky.
No, go on.
One of them, actually, it's not a fact. It's actually a lie. And you need to try and suss me out. You need to dive into my little goblinous brain and you need to figure out which one is the lie.
I'm on a 2-win streak with these.
You are
Since coming back, I've got them both right. With Monty Hall, mate. My man Monty Hall has carried me through. Apparently we got it wrong again.
Well, you've done one Monty Hall, and then you were like, fuck Monty Hall, and you got it right anyway. So
sometimes Monty Hall needs to get fucked.
Sometimes Monty Hall, sometimes. So, Cole, I have 3 facts. Do you want to hear the first one?
Yes, please, desperately.
It is home to one of the oldest water towers in the United States.
It's about 10 years old then.
In 1849.
It's quite new then. Quite a new water tower in the United States.
One of the oldest in the United States. There you go. There's the fact right there. I popped it in. Bosh. No problem.
Nice.
What are you thinking about that so far? What's your thoughts?
I'm getting sus vibes from that one.
Okay.
Already. I can't tell you why. It seems like your style of randomness.
Okay. Interesting.
But that's just an instinct thing. So let's see what else there is.
Bear in mind, Cole, that you've sussed me out previously, so I've had to be more intelligent this time.
Exactly. But then you
want
me to
don't want to get caught out again.
That's what you want me to think.
God. Right. Second fact. Formula 1 was supposed to host a race there in 2013.
What, Weehawken, New Jersey? Okay, but
it was cancelled.
Oh, but do you know why?
Do I know why?
Yeah. Because
people couldn't stop Weehawken on the track.
Okay, everyone was hawking there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you thinking about that? What are you feeling?
I sort of buy it. In New Jersey, yeah, I can see that.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Okay, and the final one. There is a memorial site for Alexander Hamilton, who was shot and killed in a duel with the Vice President of the United States of America.
Is that Hamilton from the musical?
From the titular, yes.
The titular Hamilton.
Yes.
Who was shot and killed in a duel with the Vice President of the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
And they built him a memorial, so they were on his team. They were against the Vice President of the United States of America. I've not seen Hamilton, by the way. I presume
you should watch it. I think you'd like it.
I think I'd like it too, by the way, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
very
I
good.
accept your invite. Looking forward to this Friday when you and I
We'll
go
watch it in
Hamilton. Boston. Is there a Boston showing of Hamilton?
If there was, mate, we couldn't get tickets for about 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
There goes that idea. I thought we were famous. I thought you were famous. I thought you had
What
like
do you mean
16.
I was famous?
I thought you had like 16,000 Twitter followers. Just flash that to the bouncer.
16,500, thank you.
Is it 16 point? Is it 16.5? Is that what they say?
It's 16.5 now.
I'm 16.5.
I'm 16.5. What are you, 7.2?
I'm 7.4 now.
You 7.4?
Mate, I'm racking them up.
Doing well.
Yeah, not quite 16.5 though, but we'll get there.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. So to run through these facts again, Cole, could you let all of our listeners know what they are, please?
It's home to Old Water Tower, 1849. Formula 1 supposed to host a race there, 2013, but it was cancelled for reasons unknown. And there's a memorial site for Alexander Hamilton, presumably the good guy, but he was shot and killed in a duel with the Vice President. Very American, very Americana, these ones. I'm struggling here. They're all sort of quite 33%y in my mind.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not looking at chat, so chat, feel free to play along if you want to.
Yeah.
And on YouTube,
unless
if you want to
know
post
the
comments.
answer.
True. And then YouTube, if you want to post a comment before you sort of hear the actual answer of what you think it might be, feel free to do that.
Ahead.
It's home to one of the... I'll stick with my initial instinct of it's home to one of the oldest water towers in the United States, built in 1849. That, my friend, I'm going to do it differently this week. That's the lie. I'm locking it in. Jerome, final answer. Won't phone a friend.
Cole, we should try and get Monty Hall right at some point.
Next week. There's always... Unless you want to Monty Hall me.
Cole, we need to Monty Hall this. Okay, because we got it wrong 2 times in a row. Let's nail it down.
I got it right 2 times in a row, by the way. Okay, you actually... Okay, so yeah, Monty Hall starts with me guessing one. I remember now. The actual Monty Hall starts with me guessing one, and you say you could stick, but I'm going to get rid of all the others and give it a quote-unquote 50-50. Right, listen.
Hang on.
My answer is it is home to one of the oldest water towers in the United States, built in 1849. I think that's the lie.
Okay, and so then you lock that in as your guess.
And you say, well, you could go with that, but...
So, Cole, you could go with that.
Yeah.
Or... Well, no. Don't I then need to eliminate one of them?
Yeah, so you say, you could go with that one.
Yes,
but I'm going to knock away one of the fakes. Do you want to then swap?
Yeah, and then you should then swap, because then you get 66% odds.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Exactly.
So you're picking the water tower one. And I will then remove one of the other 2.
That's definitely true, that you can say. I can tell you that one of the truths is this. Yep.
Okay, so one of the truths is that there is a memorial site for Alexander Hamilton, who was shot and killed in a duel with the Vice President of the United States of America.
Presumably the bad guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one of the truths.
Could you highlight that green? Because I've got everything minimized. So
I'll give it a bit of that.
Oh, a bit of that. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. A bit of that. Okay.
Cool.
So now you should then
swap. I should then swap to Formula One because you've essentially because if there were 100 of these, put it like this. So this is how you imagine it, right? Let's say there were 100. There was one lie and 100 truths, right?
Yeah.
And I've said
I think 1 in 99.
Yeah, 1 in 99. And I say I think the truth is it is home to one of the oldest water towers in the United States, built in 1849. And you say, oh, you could stick with that, but I'm going to get rid of 98 of the lies.
Yeah.
And only leave one lie and one truth.
But switch the truth and lie, what you just said.
Yeah,
exactly. You would have picked a lie. Yeah. Okay. So Cole,
it now behooves me to say Formula One. Words.
Yes. Would you like to Monty Hall or anti-Monty Hall? I don't know which side he's on. To Formula One. Would you like to switch?
For the sake of science and actually doing it right, and then we never speak of this again.
Because this is the third episode in a row we've tried to Monty Hall, and I fucking hope that this is correct.
I will switch. For the sake of science. I believe, in hindsight, silly old me, I reckon actually the lie was that Formula One was supposed to host a race there in 2013, but it was cancelled.
Okay, and you're trying to, for any listeners, Cole's trying to find the lie, and he's locked in the Formula One as the lie after Monty Halling it successfully.
Monty Hall backs me for that to be the lie.
Okay, I will tell you that the lie is... It is home to one of the oldest water towers in the United States.
Monty!
Built in 1849.
Monty, you jerk!
The one time we do it right, and and you get it wrong.
That's insurmountable odds I've just succumbed to. I can't believe it.
Monty!
I'm in shock. Ooh,
Monty.
You've been called.
I've seen that allegation.
There's an allegation.
And I'm saying it's incorrect.
The allegation is that it's actually true, but Stumpy just changed the year, which every week, every time we clarify, isn't the case. So where's the confusion there? Do you know, Stumpy?
If I did, then it was fully accidental. But I saw on the Wikipedia page for Weehawken a picture of a water tower. Right? I saw that, and then I searched for the oldest water tower in the US, which is somewhere in like Louisiana or something. I don't know, some other water tower. And then that was in like 1819 or whatever. And so I then put it as like 40 years later to make it different from a completely different water tower.
Fair enough. I trust you.
That's what I put out there. I put out there.
It sounds like considering you're the guy that, as we've mentioned in recent podcasts, when I told you that humans aren't born with depth perception, that's why babies reach out of their hands, maybe. And then 3 weeks later, you said, "Hey, Cole, do you know why babies reach out of their hands? Because they like depth perception." So I believe that your brain, would have made that jump.
Yeah. Apparently, also, it is the actual truth is it has a water tower, which I'm sure lots of places do.
But is that a lie? Dun, dun, dun.
Cool, Cole. Should we quick round our way through the questions?
Quick. The quickest one we've ever done of these Twitter questions.
Okay. So, first one. Who is your favourite non-mainstream RLCS caster, and why is it Greybeard?
From @thesunderlad. I think that considering the sort of goalpost of the question, I have to go with Greybeard. And I say because he's got a genuinely brilliant voice. He's cool as fuck. Got a very good voice. He does a lot with SSA, which is awesome as well.
A lot of community stuff generally as well.
Like a stand-up dude. So I think that's a fair shout for Greybeard. GG.
I disagree. I would say that my favourite caster is probably Bass from the Past, who is a non-mainstream RLCS caster. Him or Fear, for very different reasons. I think Fear has got incredible knowledge, and Bass is a fucking idiot. Go on, next one.
If Guild made it to Worlds, should have, however, they too good for Europe, so gave everyone a chance, close brackets, where would they finish? From @MysticX711.
Well, it depends on where they...
Can you just answer the question, please, Stumpy? If Guild made it to Worlds, should have, however, they too good for Europe, so gave everyone a chance, where would they finish? I think he wants you to say first.
13th to 16th.
I'll go with first.
For God's sake. When do you think we'll see Rocket League toys? Example, design a car with custom decal stickers, RL sockable night lamp like the one Greybeard has in his background. Can you start a wish list for RL toys? Toys for all ages. Christ, Melissa Hogarth, you are well into this. There's already the cars. You can already get the Hot Wheels, and they were pretty cool. They're already. I think my answer is there already are toys. Like they already exist.
I think she wants more in-depth toys. So there are the little things where you pop it open and there's a little car inside. But there could be a lot more Rocket League merch. I don't think that's a controversial statement to make. There should be more T-shirts and stuff. Someone was asking in here, how do you get
Suckable lamp is a great idea.
That is a great idea. Or a lampshade. Imagine you come home to your family home and you've put in a sockable lampshade, and your sort of partner is like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck have you done?
That'd be amazing.
Out the window. What did you see?
I've got like an umbrella thing out there that I need to bring in because the wind is having its way with it right now.
Oh, nightmare.
I'll do that after.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds fun. Also, one thing, because when I read this originally, I thought it was on my in-game. Design a car with custom decal stickers. I would love for it to be like the CSGO gun and stickers that you get from majors and events, where you buy the sticker and you apply it somewhere on your gun. So you have like signatures and decals on a car. That would look amazing.
Yeah. Where's the link? From @PeepoDoorslam. I think that PeepoDoorslam has slightly misunderstood the request that I made for questions for the podcast. So it was saying that in 24 hours' time, the podcast will be there. But fair play, @PeepoDoorslam wanted to hear the podcast. So thank you for that, @PeepoDoorslam. I hope you enjoy hearing it, and it's everything you expected.
Since NA now clearly has vastly superior depth to EU, regional winners don't even qualify anymore. How long until every EU team is eliminated shamefully at the major? I think very genuinely, once North America changes up how they put their teams together and we see a big shuffle from the top. There was recently Rise shook up Twitter a lot by saying about how North American teams are all just like mates and stuff, and they're not actually going necessarily for the results. They're just sort of potentially there just to collect a paycheck. Once that mentality changes and it's really competitive at the top, and to be fair, wages probably go down a little bit, or at least stagnate somewhat, because they are extremely inflated, then that is probably when there's going to be real change. That's when EU will be shamefully eliminated.
It was AJ that was on Rise's side as well that was backing that up and saying the same thing. So how excellent that AJ has made his way to the major as well. We forgot to mention that at the top when we were talking about the Magic story. Yeah. The whole crew and
the old Alpine, the old Torrent.
Yeah, the whole darn crew, Stumpy Goblin. Loving it.
Well, that was good. Cool. What a podcast. Thank you, everybody.
So if you have a look at the headings, we've got outro, then it's improvised Stumpy song about tulips.
Once was a flower who went to sea. It was a tulip and he liked the sun. When he was on the deck of the boat, he could grow and grow. Grow did the tulip do. He went high and the roots went low. Through the ship, down the hull, he made sure that the rain wasn't null. Oh, I'm done. You clap. I
thought that was a nice, clean ending.
No, photosynthesis for all tulips. Roots so they don't fall.
Nice.
On the ocean breeze they sway all away.
Hey!
To America, the flower of the Netherlands does grow. They are colourful, they are proud. One thing they are all about, making sure they make you smile. In America, they're worthwhile. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the SubPar Poddy C. Officially.
Unofficially.
The greatest episode we have ever done. That was cute.
So that's the practice done. Should we do it for real now?
Yeah, go on. Record in 3,